But if you're in a point you can't avoid them, beat them up.
Never have I ever hit on a man. So you sent
So you guys are...
No, wait. So that means you sent the nudes.
Of course.
It's me. I think now it's the last question.
No, we still have 2 more questions, right?
Uh-huh.
So, never have I ever plotted to kill someone in my mind.
All the time. Oh my. There are people who are Okay, that came out loud. Okay, there are people who are annoying. And me being a human being, I have so many times, like I have literally wanted to, I'm a Christian. But yes, I think people push you to the wall.
To the wall.
And sometimes it gets to you in as much as we try to control it. But yeah, there are those moments you feel like I really want to do this to this person if I could, or if I... So yeah, I won't lie.
And now the worst part of it is that you're not social with this person.
Yeah.
So they're really trying to get something out of you.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And also, I also found there's a time I'll really get angry. A long time ago, like my tempers were up there, and then I learned how to control them. But with time, I came to realize that there are people who do this so that they can get, I think, your weakest part, or know what you can do. They bring out. Like the way I always tell you.
Yes.
The people who really work hard to try and bring out the worst in you. And that's why I always advise people to do away with those people. Like avoid anybody that is toxic for you or to you, or you feel that situation is toxic, just do away with it. Because there are people who are really good at annoying someone, and you feel like when you're with them, you don't have peace, you're not happy, and you want to do your worst, or you are at your worst when you're with them.
Yes, because there's a time I had reached an extreme of beating a co-worker. That's the extreme you can go.
You beat them, like,
yes.
Like puff na.
Yes.
And then what happened? How come you still have your job?
Hey.
By then it's you're violent.
There's
a place it gets, and you go to the extreme.
Okay, my extreme anger is violence.
Yeah, yours is violence.
It's not shouting, it's violence.
Yeah, yours is violence.
Yes.
Wow, but I understand. It's and especially at workplace. Let me not talk about that one. But yes, I have. I think maybe we should pray more and ask God to give us strength. And maybe those people who like annoying us, I think the best thing for you is just avoid them, do away with them, be in a place where it's peaceful.
But if you're in a point you can't avoid them, beat them up.
Who are?
Hey.
Is it safe to say that what you did is right? Kuna watu wengine tu. Okay, I wouldn't do that, but I think I'd have laughed. Because I think I know what you're talking about. There's a time you'd really keep calling and telling me, it's getting to my worst. I didn't know you ended up beating them. And there's no way I said beat them. But I think I would laugh. I would really be like, wow, bravo. But it's not the advice I would take myself. So after that, what happened? Because there are people who are curious to know. Are you now friends?
You really remember my neighbor, the one I was telling you about?
Yeah, I remember. You've seen it all, eh? But now, me for this co-worker, what happened?
But I noticed most people take advantage of your goodness.
Yeah,
you understand?
Kindness. Yeah,
you understand? Like, I know Grace is a good person, so if I do this to her, she will... It's a piled up situation, right? She will keep quiet and outdo the thing, right?
But it's true. Because you're among the people who have also seen me at my worst. Yes, like, I can really get angry.
Yes.
Yeah. So
it's the same thing a kid does. So, atafanya kitu kidogo one, mama atariact aje. You see? Then she'll do it again and again. Finally, what you do, you beat her up. I
understand. So me, I'm still curious. This co-worker, after that happened, are you in talking terms?
No, we are not. Actually,
so how did your boss handle?
I blocked her. We can't communicate. If she wants to communicate to me, she gets it through someone else.
But you're working in the same office?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yes. And you guys, what do you do? Mkikasirika sana. Do you beat your coworkers or what do you do? I think we should also discuss about that.
Someone wants to ask where I work. Don't.
You've already talked about your boss. You said they won't find this. Yeah. You've already told us about beating your coworker, and you still have your job. So I would also want to know where you work. You know.
Don't pin me down.
Ama ujipate baya. Okay.
Nipeleke kwa Edgar.
Yeah. Zile za niko na tea master. We should look for it.
After huyu msichana anasema alipiga kwaka.
Alafu sasa we see you in a video call. And then you start calling me. Gracious, is that what I said? So me, I'll just forward this clip. Niambie niko na evidence. That is evidence what she. Ndio hii evidence. Give them more tea. So I think it's me. And then
No, I asked about plotting to kill someone, so it's your turn to ask now.
So it's the last one.
Remain with the last question.
So my last question is: never have I ever hit on a man.
Yes, I do that.
You do that all the time. I wanted you to lie. You do that all the time.
I do that all the time, and it doesn't always end well, because you see the issue with Kenyan men, ego, my friend, ego, and they don't believe women can chase after them. So what I would advise, if you're chasing after a man, let it not be a Kenyan or a black man.
Be a mzungu or a Nigerian.
Nigerian.
So have you ever hit on a man that's not Kenyan, and how was it? Zippy, you've hit on a mzungu.
Yes, I have.
In fact, you do it even on Facebook.
Yes,
like you ask for their numbers, like you have guts. You
yes,
ask for their numbers.
I have.
Yeah.
But eventually he asked for nudes, and he paid a few dollars.
So you sent
so
the
you
nudes.
guys are...
No, wait. So that means you sent the nudes.
Of course. I needed the money at that point.
So you sent him your nudes.
Yes.
Were they yours? There's a way you crop them.
I cropped them out from XXXX Pornhub. Is it in Google? Yeah, something like that. You can get the pictures for free.
And then
I got them on Telegram. Telegram has a lot of sex.
Yeah.
And all that. And
so this is how Nairobi women survive.
Make money.
Make money.
You can also make money through twerking. But don't twerk for Kenyan men. They'll pay 500 shillings. And you can't afford food on your table with 500 shillings. Okay?
And you're a classy woman.
And you're a classy woman.
So now
you can't afford to wear torn underwears because of being classy. Okay?
So you sent nudes, and then he believed they were yours.
Yes.
And then after he sent you money.
Yes. After he sent me the $20, I blocked him.
$20 is not a lot of money.
It's small money, right?
Yeah.
And the nudes were not also mine, so I didn't feel.
So you blocked him. But I have a feeling that's not the only person who sent nudes. And I also have a feeling that you send nudes. Yours.
Normal nudes.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe.
I know. Okay, we should get done with this.
To one person.
Somebody you're dating, or somebody you used to make money, like somebody you like. Is it safe to call that person a business partner?
I wouldn't really call that person a business partner.
Is it somebody you're dating?
I was not dating the person. I think it was just for fun, because I also have his nudes. So I think it's a win-win situation.
So do you get money from him after sending?
Yes.
And does he get money from you after you send?
No, I shouldn't.
Boy child, wakona shida.
I can't pay him.
So
but stop dating Kenyan men. Kenyan men are trash.
Kenyan men. Is your baby daddy not a Kenyan? Or are you married?
No, I'm not. My baby daddy is a deadbeat. I hope he sees this.
Okay, so now the person that you what was the question? Have you ever hit on a man? Yeah?
Yes.
So what makes you hit on them?
But I think it's easier to hit on a man because there's a point in your life where you know, if I'm going to wait for this man to hit on me, it's gonna take forever.
And you want him.
Plus I want him.
And he can't even read the signs.
And I know it's gonna be over.
Na wewe ni mnyonge.
Yes.
So you decide, let me
hit on it.
Wow, I love it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If it goes well, I'm happy for you. Well and good. If it doesn't go well, fuck him.
Oh my God. But there, I have a thing for, I think, confident women who believe in themselves and go after what they want. I don't believe in, I have to wait for him to make the first move. I don't know if I would.
But then, you see now the situation we are in Kenya, okay, men are pretending they are modernized. But the ukoloni, take note, ukoloni in them.
What have Kenyan men done to you?
It's bad. It's bad. So you can do a segment with your dad. Your dad, you compare your dad and your bro. The examples they give about women, you'll tell they're the same. No
but
difference.
You see, how do I put
Probably
it?
Because it's what your bro got from your dad, right?
Yeah.
It's what he's getting from him.
So we learn. So history
repeats
itself.
History repeats itself.
But for you, since I've known you for long, I think what happens is the people that hit on you, you don't like them. Like they're the people, like you'd wish, like you're like, why do I attract a certain type?
A certain type of canairos.
Yeah.
You get.
Majambazi. So I think for you, what you do, because of that, now you go to, there's a type of men you like.
Yes.
And you feel like they take long to approach you.
They take long.
They take long to approach. Or sometimes you feel like they are shy. So you decide, let me go for what I want. Because the Me Too's that are coming after me are people that I wouldn't date.
Or you can still get the guy who you want you.
The guy you want you. Ongea Kiswahili.
Kizungu ime.
Tazle.
Ama unapata mwenye unataka, ndio. He can't like really speak out because I've been told, especially my coworkers, ati Zippy unakuanga mtough. Miss Dani naweza kudate. Very toxic. Stand on your ground.
Toxic and toughness are two different things. Toxic you are. Tough you are. But let's just put this into like don't try to put it like toxic and toughness are one thing. Toxic is different from, but you are both. But your toxicity. Oh my!
High end.
Is high end, top notch. So they tell you,
I can't date you. You are toxic. You are tough. Like there's another one who told me, I think if you are my wife, I would be the one cooking, washing, and cleaning the house. Kazi yako ingekuwa tu kukula na kulala.
You know, at this point I feel like talking about how your short-lived marriage ended. I think we're gonna talk about this some other time, because that's a whole topic on its own. It was crazy. Like I didn't even meet them. It was crazy. But I feel you, and also feel like there are people who hit on you. They don't tell you, but they do it through actions.
Exactly.
So you feel like, I want this guy, I know this guy wants me, but it's taking forever for him to approach me. So you decide, I am that girl.
But you see now, the moment you say, I am that girl to a Kenyan man, my friend, it backfires.
Kenyan man, yes. Do something. Okay, and my last question is?
Have you ever gone on a blind date that turned out positive? As in, it turned out well, you guys have a long-lasting relationship, not necessarily dating, but you're best friends, you can rely on each other on a lot of things.
Blind dates. Yes. So when you talk about blind dates, someone you've never met, like you meet them maybe from an app, or maybe from Facebook,
an application,
and it worked.
Yes.
Blind date. I don't know. I have a thing with strangers lately. I think I protect my space so much. So before I let someone in, it's kind of, I have to have done some investigation, looked at that person, looked at their friends, whom they talk to, wanted to know how they talk, where they such things. So I do a background check. So I'm not very good with strangers. And before I meet a stranger in the name of a blind date, we'd have communicated for long. In a way, now we are chatting. I know more about you. I have gone maybe to your account, Facebook. I always insist. I look at how people interact with you. I look at your photos. You're like at some point.
So
I
in
even
short,
check.
you have to stalk someone.
I really have to feel like I am safe. Really have to.
Yeah,
And then wherever you come to visit will be an open place, and it won't be far from where I live. Because now I feel like if anything happens, I have people to call. I have that problem because I don't know Rebecca. So I kind of, I think, I don't know if it's fear, but I have had amazing friends who were us as a result of, I think, online. We didn't go to the extremes. I wouldn't say I have dated somebody who was as a result of a blind date, but people you feel like you connect, you know. Yeah. However, there's one I met. There's a guy I met a long time ago. Before I think I joined. Was it before or after I joined? I think it was before I joined UN. That time I was in J Quarter. And then this dude would talk. He would send friend requests to my friends, the ones that he would see us chatting a lot with, maybe on Facebook, ask about me, blah, blah, blah. So I started doing the same, like introduce me to your friends. We would even have groups. We would form groups where your friends, you know, you talk, get to know about someone. And then now he decided, now let's meet. And I was very young that time. Then he said, I think it's high time we met, at least know each other, and who knows, maybe you're gonna end up dating. And now he started even telling me about kids, how we're gonna even have a wedding and get kids. You know, when you're young, I wouldn't say I was
but still at the same time that was weird.
It was weird, but so not just those teenage years, those akina 18, 19, you know, you don't ingia campus, you're mioto. So it was good for that age. Of course, for me now, you know, I think I have like I said, I came to realize I'm a very impatient human being, and I'm not good with BS. So now I wouldn't even give you my time. But now when it was time to meet, the previous night, dude calls me and he's like, babe, situvae suti.
Kenyan men. I talked about you guys. Kenyan men.
Ati, strictly kwa hiyo day. Nataka kuja na suti. I was like, wait a minute. And he said, you have to do it because women listen to men. So I'm the one who is calling the shots, so you have to come. So me now I started being sarcastic.
So now we are back at the ego part.
Whatever. Remember, I was young. Of course, right now, but I was young. So I think it's just an instance I remembered of a blind date. Akaniambia nende na suit. So I was like, dude. So skirt suit, trouser suit. Was even like coming up with colors, and it's the previous night. So I'm like, does he even know if I have a suit or not? Me, I've never been, like, I've not worked. Like, it's not like now I'm preparing to go to an interview. Like, I'm in campus, I'm changing, I'm just going to another one. It's not like this is something like I even think about.
And that time, it's the time you are discovering short skirts.
And then the guy was telling me to go into a, kwanza those are the days I used to do crop tops. I love the guy is telling me to go in a suit. It's not even working. Hata yeye sasa ako campus, it's only that ameingia maybe before me. Kwanza, in fact, it's like I was ahead.
He
was not his name was Paul. By the Paul penye uko nisalimie. Comment and say his name. I think his name was Paul. He still is. Acha nicho kusema was because I'm sure he's still
Paul.
Alikuwa into a Paul, but I can't remember the second. Ebo I look for his name. Ama tali ni block because I think kuna venye niliongea and it was like this chick. I didn't I didn't reply. He kept texting and telling me about suits na nini. So I was like, I was pissed. Lakini me being young, so najua damu moto, I was like, we've been chatting with this guy, I have known so much about him, I really have to meet him. So the following day I went. I was not in a suit, of course. I was not. In fact, I was in tights. He came in a suit. Like he was all dressed up in. So that's a story for another day. Of course, we didn't end up dating and anything, but that guy was too serious for life, yani. So I'm not good. Sezi semati, we have dated with somebody as a result of a blind date, but I have made friends, but most of them we haven't even
met.
So tukiendelea hivi, we will take another like I think whole day. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Share this video,
and you can comment what you want her to talk about.
Yes, comment what you want us to talk about. Tell us if you enjoyed the video, and enjoy the rest of your day.
And I can also make a YouTube channel about Majabazi. Bye bye.